InterswitchSPAK is an Interswitch Switch a Future initiative.
My name is Florence Akemer Mamai, Cardinal Utunga Girls, Bungoma County.
My name is Abdi Harad Ahmed from County High School in Garissa County.
My name is Abdurrahman Abdullahi from County High School, Garissa County.
My name is Elizabeth Afandi from Friends School Kaimosi Girls in Viga County.
My name is Mohamed Osman Ahmed from County High School, Garissa County.
My name is Geoffrey Aginga from Beta High School, Omagh County.
For the past 3 seasons, we have seen brilliant students emerge victorious, from Jemima Achieng in Season 1 to Carl Mwangi in Season 2, and last year, Hussein Gufu on InterswitchSPAK Kenya 3.0. This is Season 4, and we are ready to unveil another set of innovators. It is InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition Kenya, the foremost STEM competition in the country. InterswitchSPAK is proudly brought to you by Interswitch. Never stop. From over 2,000 students who registered and took the qualifying test, the best 54 made it to this stage, which is the InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition Kenya 4.0. This year promises to be filled with thrilling moments because we have Kenya's finest with us for 13 episodes. The future never made itself. It was created. May Jemison. The very essence of this competition is to nurture forward-thinking innovators who will be the leaders of future trailblazers as they bring solutions to the problems we face in the world today. InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0 is proudly brought to you with the help and support of the Ministry of Education Kenya and UNESCO. Kindly let's give them a very deserving round of applause. On InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, we have 3 stages: the preliminary stage, the semi-final stage, and the final stage. And that's not all. What else are we competing for? The winners of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0 will bag the following prizes. The student in first place will be awarded a university scholarship worth 1.5 million Kenya shillings, inclusive of an annual stipend. They'll also receive a laptop and a certificate of participation. In second place, the student will be awarded a university scholarship worth 750,000 Kenya shillings, a laptop, and a certificate of participation. And in third place, the student will go home with a 1-year university scholarship worth 150,000 Kenya shillings. That is so much to compete for. The stakes are definitely high here, and we're about to begin with the competition, so stay with us.
Let me tell you a story. Our story blooms over 2 decades ago, in a humble university dorm room, where the weight of the dark put a strain on our hands, a stain on the sheet where we mapped out our plans. But innovation lit our eyes with a fire, to blaze the trail, to change Africa, one solution, one transaction at a time. Our ears listened to the chimes, the buzzing tune of bright ideas. We stretched out our hands, and remember what we did? We flipped the switch. We flipped the switch. It was no ordinary motion. It was to herald a new notion. It is a champion's charge, your invitation to stand on our shoulders. It is your time for elevation. So go ahead, flip that switch, build that business, scale that hitch. Africa's future is waiting on us, and what looks like the sky is only the dew. We are on the brink of something new, because at Interswitch, we never stop. So you don't stop.
Welcome back. This is still InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. On this show, we celebrate individuals who have made great strides in the field of STEM. It is time to meet our InterswitchSPAK hero.
Amina Abubakar is a research fellow at the Kenya Medical Research Institute, whose research focus is on the development delay in children who suffer from HIV, malnutrition, and malaria. She is also an associate professor of psychology and public health at Pwani University. Amina graduated from Moi University and earned her Bachelor of Education degree. Then she proceeded to study educational psychology at Kenyatta University. In 2008, she completed her PhD from Tilburg University. Amina Abubakar has developed strategies to identify, monitor, and rehabilitate children exposed to health hazards. She has identified successful interventions to support the psychological development of HIV-positive children in East Africa. Amina was appointed professor at Pwani University in 2016, and in 2017, she published a handbook of applied development science in sub-Saharan Africa.
Such a great exploit. What would we do without STEM in the world of today? It is time to meet our Super Sparks. Elizabeth, the very first lady I'm speaking to on the show this season, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That is good to hear. Just tell us your name and the school you're representing today.
My name is Elizabeth Afandi from Friends School Kaimosi Girls in Vihiga County.
Vihiga County. What's good in Vihiga?
Everything's good.
Everything's good?
Yeah.
Good to hear that. Geoffrey?
Yeah.
Just tell me your name, the school you're representing, and what you feel about the show and having made it to this stage.
So I'm from, my name is Geoffrey Aginga from Beta High School, Homa Bay County. I'm glad to be among the top students who are participating in InterswitchSPAK National Science Competition. And I think I wish myself the very best, and I'm going to compete to the last minute.
Geoffrey, have you been in any other competitions before? And if so, what was the experience?
Yeah, I've been in KSF science competition, and it was thorough, but I did my best.
It was tough, yes?
Yes.
All right, well, if you did your best, maybe you even used to competitions. Can you really say you're used to competitions?
Yeah, I'm used to.
Yeah, okay, good. Good to hear that. Well, all the best to you, Geoffrey.
Thank you.
Now we'll move on to the lady on my very far right. Please introduce yourself and the school you come from.
My name is Florence Akemer Mamai, Cardinal Otunga Girls, Bungoma County.
Bungoma County.
Yes.
Florence, you sound like someone who recites poems. Do you recite poems?
Yes.
You do, yeah? Yeah, I thought I had that in your voice. In which language?
Normally in Kiswahili.
Normally in Kiswahili.
Yes.
I'd like to hear you recite one. Is there one that you have in mind right now?
No.
Not at the moment? All right, maybe I'll hear it later. Welcome to the show, Florence.
Thank you.
These are our 6 contestants on this very first episode of InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. They all have equal chances. They have done so well to get here today, and I wish them all the very best of luck. On InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, there are 2 levels, the foundation round and the advanced round. We'll begin with the foundation round. To our Super Sparks. In the foundation round, you all have an equal opportunity to attempt 12 general science questions, each question within 15 seconds. Marks will be awarded based on an individual's accuracy and speed. For questions in this round, the first 3 students with the correct answer earn the maximum 10 points. Any other student after that who gets the correct answer will earn 5 points. At the end of this round, I'd like to take you all, but only 4 out of the 6 of you will move on to the advanced round. Here comes foundation round, question 1. An association between 2 organisms in which one benefits and the other derives neither benefit nor harm is called? Is it A, symbiosis, B, commensalism, C, parasitism, or D, saprophytic? These are our scores in that first question. All the best in the second one. Foundation round, question 2. The focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is 80 centimeters is it A, 80 centimeters, B, 20 centimeters, C, 40 centimeters, or D, 160 centimeters? So here the radius of curvature should be equal to twice the focal length. If the radius of curvature is 80 centimeters, then the focal length should be C, 40 centimeters. Based on how you responded, Abdi scored 10 points. Remember, the first 3 students to get the correct answer earn 10 points. Geoffrey also scored 10 points. Florence, 10 points. Congratulations. Best of luck in the next question. Question 3. What does X represent in the diagram above? Is it the nucleus? Is it ribosomes? Is it the chloroplast or mitochondrion? What does X represent? The correct answer is the nucleus. I believe all our students should have known this. Maybe they just ran out of time. Florence, Abdi, Geoffrey with 10 points. Question 4. In the sequence of even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, what number is before 2? Is it 12? Is it 14? Is it -2 or is it 0? What number should be before 2 in that sequence? The correct answer is D, 0. 10 points once more to Florence and Geoffrey. This is question 5 of the foundation round. The bending of waves around corners of obstacles is called what? Diffraction, interference, reflection, or do we call it refraction? What is the correct answer? Let's see how many students got it right. Only Geoffrey seemed to know that the bending of waves around objects is diffraction. Question 6 will mark the halfway point of the foundation round. Are you ready? Here we go. What separation technique is demonstrated in the diagram above? Is this precipitation, decantation, sublimation, or is this filtration? What technique can you see in that diagram? The correct answer is decantation. Based on the results, as you can see, there are students who earned 10 points and one student earned 5 points while the rest got none. Question 6 brings us to the halfway point. I think it's time we take a breather, but we'll be right back.
Let me tell you a story. Our story blooms over 2 decades ago in a humble university dorm room where the weight of the dark put a strain on our hands, a stain on the sheet where we mapped out our plans. But innovation lit our eyes with a fire to blaze the trail, to change Africa, one solution, one transaction at a time. Our ears listened to the chime, the buzzing tune of bright ideas. We stretched out our hands, and remember what we did? We flipped the switch. We flipped the switch. It was no ordinary motion. It was to herald a new notion. It is a champion's charge, your invitation to stand on our shoulders. It is your time for elevation. So go ahead, flip that switch, build that business, scale that hitch. Africa's future is waiting on us, and what looks like the sky is only the dew. We are on the brink of something new, because at Interswitch, we never stop. So you don't stop.
This is still InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0. Before the break, we went through 6 questions and now 6 more questions to go. We have 6 students, but only 4 can move on to the next round. This is foundation round question 7. The molar mass of a compound X is 56 mole to the power of -1. If its empirical formula is CH2, find its molecular formula. Is it A, C4H7? B, C3H6, C4H6, or D, C4H8? Question 8. What type of motion is represented in the image above? Is it rotatory motion, oscillatory motion, vibratory motion, or linear motion? What is represented in that image? Elizabeth, what motion is that?
Oscillatory motion.
Oscillatory motion is indeed correct. Question 9. A gas is initially in a 10-liter piston with a pressure of 2 atm. If pressure changes by 4 atm by moving the piston down, what is the new volume? 12L, 5L, 8L, or 22L? The correct answer is option B. None of the students got it right. Question 10. Which of the following is not a digestive enzyme in the human system? Pepsin, ptyalin, gastrin, trypsin. Which of these is not a digestive enzyme? 1 second to go and time's up. You can see how you performed in that question. 2 contestants got 10 points, and you can also see your average response time in that particular question. 2 more questions to go in the foundation round. Question 11. Convert 123 base 9 to base 10. Is it A, 100, B 102, C 210, or D 122 to base 10? The correct answer was option B, 102 to base 10. Unfortunately, none of the contestants got it right. Question 12 will mark the end of the foundation round. Determine the values of y in the figure above. Is it 37, the root of 37, the root of 13, or is it 13? Determine the values of y in the figure above. The correct answer is the root of 13, which is option C. We have completed the foundation round. After the break, we'll find out which 2 contestants drop out of the race and which 4 contestants can still make it to the semi-finals. Do keep it here. InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, proudly brought to you by Interswitch.
Let me tell you a story. Our story blooms over 2 decades ago in a humble university dorm room where the weight of the dark put a strain on our hands, a stain on the sheet where we mapped out our plans. But innovation lit our eyes with a fire to blaze the trail, to change Africa, one solution, one transaction at a time. Our ears listened to the chimes, the buzzing tune of bright ideas. We stretched out our hands, and remember what we did? We flipped the switch. We flipped the switch. It was no ordinary motion. It was to herald a new notion. It is a champion's charge, your invitation to stand on our shoulders. It is your time for elevation. So go ahead, flip that switch, build that business, scale that hitch. Africa's future is waiting on us, and what looks like the sky is only the dew. We are on the brink of something new, because at Interswitch, we never stop. So you don't stop.
Welcome back. This is InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, brought to you by Interswitch. Never stop. Our contestants have gone through 12 questions, and now it's time to reveal who drops out and who still remains with a chance to proceed to the semi-finals. Joffrey. I know you wished yourself all the best. How do you think you've done so far?
I think I've done my best.
You've done your best, and that's what is important in this competition. If all of you have done your best, then there's nothing to worry about. So even the 2 contestants who will leave us at this point, do not worry. You are a super SPAK. Based on the results, the contestant in first place had 65 points, in second place 60 points, in third place 45 points, fourth place 25 points, fifth place 15 points, and finally in sixth place 10 points. Unfortunately, in 5th and 6th position, the students have to go home. Abdi from County High, I know you've said you've done your best and there's nothing else you could have done. Well, worry not. You will still keep doing your best as we proceed to the advanced round, and you have a chance to make it to the advanced round and the semi-finals. Unfortunately though, Mohammed and Abdi Hared from County High, this is the end of your SPAK journey. But everything you've gathered here, the experience, whatever you've learned, kindly use it in future. Give them a round of applause as they exit this stage. Florence, Joffrey, Abdi, and Elizabeth, congratulations, 1 step down. There's still another round to go, and I wish you the very best. The next round is the advanced round. Here, you get to choose the subject areas from where your questions will be picked. You will then have 10 questions in total to answer in 45 seconds. If you cannot provide the answer in that moment, kindly say pass. We'll move on, and maybe you can get back to your question as long as it is within 45 seconds. To determine the order of play in the advanced round, you will take a turn. The take a turn question for today will be a puzzle. That means on your screen, a puzzle will appear. You're required to match items on the left to those on the right. Here is the take a turn question for today. Match the following elements with the group they belong to on the periodic table. We have elements as phosphorus, aluminium, beryllium, and lithium. The groups are 1, 3, 5, and 2. Joffrey, congratulations, you were able to solve that puzzle very fast. We're now waiting on the other contestants to solve this puzzle. So contestants, the elements are static, so you're trying to drag the groups. You're trying to drag 1 to match the element, 3, 5, or 2. Abdi has been able to solve this puzzle, Elizabeth and Florence too. So here is the order of play. Geoffrey, Abdi, Florence, then Elizabeth Afandi. We begin the advanced round. Geoffrey will be going first. Geoffrey, are you ready?
My name is Geoffrey Aginga from Beta High School, Homa Bay County. I'm ready to spark.
Geoffrey, now is your time to spark. What is the end product of protein digestion?
Pass.
The type of respiration that does not require oxygen to generate energy is called? Animals that feed only on flesh or other animals are called? What vertebrae is found in the tail region?
Pass.
What is the freezing point of water in Fahrenheit?
32 degrees Celsius.
How many colors are there in the flag of Kenya?
4.
The value of Avogadro number is?
3.02 times 10 to the power 23.
The oxidation state of Cr in Cr207 to the power of 2
plus
is? A man runs a distance of 12 meters in 24 seconds. His average speed is? You've done well, Geoffrey. Now we move on to the next contestant. Abdi, are you ready?
My name is Abdurrahman Abdullah Abdi, County High School. I'm ready to spark.
Abdi, now is your time to spark. What is the type of nutrition where organisms synthesize their own food?
Photosynthesis.
What is the form of a sexual reproduction in which an organism divides into two? What year did Kenya gain their independence?
1963.
How many bones do we have in a year?
Pass.
The maximum number of electrons on a shell having a principal quantum number of 5 is?
5.
Given that n equals 1, calculate the relative molecular mass of C4H10. Where C equals 12, H equals 1, a pulley system has a velocity ratio of 6 and an efficiency of 75%. The mechanical advantage is?
6.
A pulley system has 3 pulleys in the fixed block and 2 in the movable block. What's the velocity ratio? What is the cube root of 64?
8.
That is it. 45 seconds are up. Kindly give it up for Abdi. Next up, we have Florence from Cardinal Lutunga, yes?
My name is Florence Akemer Mamai from Cardinal Lutunga Girls, and I'm ready to spark.
Florence, now is your time to spark. How many protons are present in?
10.
What is the atomic number of the element with this electronic configuration?
14.
What is the mechanical advantage of a machine of load 900 newtons with an effort of? What is the mechanical advantage of a machine of load 700 newtons with an effort of 200 newtons?
Pass.
Express 3 as a percentage of 5.
20.
Find the smaller value of p for which p to the power of 2 minus 5p plus 6 equals 0.
Pass.
What is the atomic number of carbon?
12.
Rainbow consists of how many colors?
7.
Expand and simplify. X to the power of 2 to brackets minus x minus 2. A square has how many lines of symmetry?
12.
That is it. 45 seconds for Florence. Kindly clap for her. Elizabeth, are you ready?
My name is Elizabeth Afandi, Friends School Kaimosi Girls, and I'm ready to spark.
Elizabeth, now is your time to spark. The type of teeth in mammals responsible for tearing and cutting of food is called?
Canines.
The smallest blood vessels in the body are called?
Capillaries.
What is the mass number of an element that contains 11 protons, 12 neutrons, and 11 electrons?
23.
How many countries still use the shilling as their currency?
Pass.
How many presidents has Kenya had since independence from
5.
1963 to 2000? How many electrons can be found in F subshell?
Pass.
If 2b minus 14 equals 14, what is the value of b?
0.
What is the equivalent of 5 over 8 in decimal?
Pass.
How many countries still use the shilling as their currency?
Pass.
How many electrons can be found in F subshell?
Pass.
What is the equivalent of 5 over 8 in decimal?
Pass.
That is it. 45 seconds are up. Our contestants were very ready and they've been able to answer all their questions within 45 seconds each. I'd like to take them all to the semi-finals, but only 2 can make it. We already have our 2 qualifiers to the semi-finals, and what a great job indeed all the contestants have done today. What an exciting premiere episode. Next week, another set of 6 outstanding students will take the stage and compete their way to the semi-finals. My name is Faith Maina, and it has been a pleasure here on InterswitchSPAK Kenya 4.0, proudly brought to you by Interswitch. Never stop. Till we meet again next week, keep shining.
InterswitchSPAK is an Interswitch Switch a Future initiative.